The audio out is going to be a little tricky on this bit. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, and a pleasant good afternoon. It is Saturday basketball here on yourliveevent.com and on Gold 1015, KRJM, rjbroadcasting.com. Today we have a treat. It's the number one team in Class A boys basketball, the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, with a record of 11-0, taking on the 6-5 Pelican Rapids Vikings. My name is Kevin Kochman with the broadcast here today. Joseph Stetz standing by, running the cameras and operations on yourliveevent.com, and also will join today with the broadcast on Gold 1015 KRJM. It is the pregame show presented by Waubun's Plumbing and Heating. The Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show will get us underway today on Gold 1015 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com. The Thunderbirds and the Vikings as we get things rolling. Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show on KRJM Radio.
Yeah, so that's not something you're typically going to hear on this station. But you're also not typically going to hear your bank say, "That's free," or "We're not going to charge you as much as other banks because we don't think it's right." At Midwest Bank, you're not going to hear the typical bank talk because we're not just any bank. MidwestBank.net. Banking your way. Member FDIC.
Visit with Midwest Bank in Waubun, 218-473-2191.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
All new and used equipment from Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada can be purchased with financing interest rates fixed rate 5 years as low as 2.65%. 2016 Challenger MT 865E, also a 1315 Unverfirth grain cart. This is priced at $43,000. A 60-foot Flexicoil coil packer. They also have new and used Rem grain vacs for sale or rent. Thanks for your business from Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
Welcome back here on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com. The Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show is underway as we bring you the Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show as number 1 Mahnomen Waubun taking on Pelican Rapids boys basketball here today. It's time for the pregame coaches' comments from Midwest Bank in Waubun. Midwest Bank with our pregame show. From Waubun here this afternoon, the pregame coach's comments, and the head coach of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds is John Clark Jr. Well, Coach, today, a good Saturday in the gymnasium, going to be a fun ball game. I know between the Thunderbirds and the Vikings, you've got some really good basketball talent that's going to be taking the floor today.
It is. It should be a very exciting, entertaining, hopefully it'll be a well-played, because like you said, I think there's a lot of talent that'll be on the floor. It'll be interesting to see what the pace of the game is, because we like to play up and down, and I think they're a little more methodical, but at the same time they have some really good guards. So it'll be interesting just to see how the teams feel each other out and what transpires.
Absolutely. Now, Pelican Rapids, their last 2 outings have gone to overtime or beyond. They're a team that's been challenged as of late. Sounds like, though, they're maybe starting to hit their stride, which that'll be good for the Thunderbirds to see. Well,
exactly. We, that's something we're looking forward to as we get to playoff season, is playing those close games and having to execute down the stretch, which we haven't had to do much this year other than 1 game. So, those hard-fought, close battles, those they build character and they make your team better. So we're expecting that today, so really looking forward to it.
Well, you talk about the pace of play, and that will be a big factor today, just to see how who wants to create that pace and who wants to set the tempo.
Right, and like I said, we want to get up and down the court, but they're very capable as well, and it just comes down to who can play at their pace but yet be under control, and finish in the open court and not pick up silly fouls trying to create that pace. So I'm excited. It's 2 good teams, like I say, that are pretty athletic, so should be fun.
It's fun to see your guys play. We got an opportunity to walk in the gym early and watch some of the shoot around just to see how they were operating, and fun to see the mix. You had guys that were just shooting skills and free throws. You had guys that were taking some fun shots, and you had some guys going one-on-one a little bit, slow-mo. Seeing their personalities on the floor, I know you're having fun coaching this group.
Oh, for sure. And just watching that, you could tell they get along, and they enjoy being around each other. And like you said, they got their own little personalities and how they like to get ready for a game. So just kind of stay out of the way and let them do what they do as long as they're getting ready. And so far, they've done a really good job of that.
Enjoyable. Looking forward to seeing the game. Keys for success, I got to think, as you've been saying, the tone, the pace, being able to play the Thunderbird style is going to be a factor.
Well, that and, we're going to have to try to win that rebound war, because they do have some size and athletic size too, not just size. So rebounding, I think, will be key. And then it's very simple, but whoever makes shots, it's a shot maker's game. So I think that's what it'll come down to today.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck to you and the boys. We'll catch up afterwards.
Alrighty, thanks, Cap.
That is the head coach of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr. Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show, the Midwest Bank of Waubun pregame coaches' comments. We'll take a break, come back with more here on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com. John Gollingsrud, the Norman County East, what's the best word? Legend. Head coach of Pelican Rapids Vikings boys basketball, next on Gold 101.5 KRJM.
The Minnesota State High School League reminds us that the educational value of this event is more important than its outcome. Respect for others, including opponents and officials, is one of those values. Support today's teams with the respect they deserve. When you have a great team and great fans, a great game is practically a given. So, root for your team and enjoy every moment of today's game. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
Anxious about your retirement funds? We don't blame you. At Bighorn Financial Services, we can help you build confidence within your retirement planning process by offering the ability to not only invest, but protect the money you've worked so hard to put away for the future. If your goal is to grow retirement assets without the risk of losing money in the long term, now is the time to call. Learn how to grow and protect your retirement with the help of Bighorn Financial Services. Call me, Kurt Fillion, at 218-689-6880 to set your appointment soon. Securities offered through FPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities for 34 years, it's Pregame Super Value, your hometown grocery store in Mahnomen. Stop by today. Great weekly specials, delicious fresh produce, along with baked goods that are baked fresh daily, and a fully stocked meat department. Great deals. You'll find them at your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value. Celebrating 34 years, it's your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value in Mahnomen.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. With their lobby now open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, they offer more time to serve you, their valued customers. See Barb for all your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, ag loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvements, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
YourLiveEvent.com. Yes, it is the pregame show from Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, and more of our pregame coaches' comments from Midwest Bank. Head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, John Gellingsrud. Coach, today should be a fun basketball game. Talking with Coach Clark about it a little bit about Pelican Rapids boys and Mahnomen Waubun boys, two teams that have a lot of athletic ability, a lot of basketball players, and well, we're going to see something. And I know your guys have had some battles throughout this season.
Yeah, we've kind of just been up and down. We've played well in certain times, and then really not so well in some other games. So it's unfortunate, but it's kind of a mystery. Every time we show up, I don't know what kind of effort and what kind of squad we're going to have focus-wise. So we really should have no excuses here. You know, when you're coming on the road, you're playing the number one team in Class A and undefeated. Our guys should be ready to go today. Yeah, an exciting opportunity for both teams to go out and play. I know the Thunderbirds are looking forward to the matchup from the standpoint that Pelican Rapids is going to play some basketball and going to provide a good test. From that standpoint, I know you guys had a couple of overtime games, including a double overtime game most recently. So maybe starting to turn the corner, play some good ball? Yeah, I mean, our efforts have been a little more consistent. We just been a little sloppy. Last two games, had a little turnover prone. So obviously we cannot do that today. Otherwise, it's going to be tough for us. We're going to have to take care of the ball. But yeah, hopefully we have learned some things here in the last couple games. You know, as all coaches say, you're getting close to playoff time right now. You want to play good teams. You want to challenge yourself and challenge your kids. So hopefully that's what we get today. From the standpoint, starting five for the most part intact here. You got a couple of guys. I know the Thunderbirds have a couple of guys out here. That's something that, you know, at this stage of the season you kind of expect too. Yeah, you know, you're pretty fortunate to stay healthy for a whole season. So a couple of guys dinged up, but I know, like you said, they got the same situation. So whoever you got, you got to roll with, and hopefully they execute the way they can. You talk about the turnover battle, and that's going to be a key factor, as it is in any game, but today specific. Yeah, because, you know, like other teams you can turn it over against, and it's not so much instant points, but we know tonight if we don't handle their pressure this afternoon, it's going to be a tough one to win on the road because they just score so quick. They go from those steals to right at the rim and a layup, and you can be in an even game, and all of a sudden a couple turnovers, and you're down 10 in like 30 seconds to a minute. So we got to avoid those, and we got to take care of the basketball and look to get shots. John, thanks for the time. Good luck to you and the boys. We'll catch up afterwards. Sounds good. Thank you. John Gellingsrud, the head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings boys basketball team, joining us in our pregame coaches' comments. The pregame coaches' comments from Midwest Bank, part of the Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions, Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, and natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call Community Co-op today, 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers. Community Co-op, your co-op in your community.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Together we've masked up against COVID. Together we have stayed home. Together we've missed our family and friends. With the COVID vaccine proven to be safe and effective, there's hope and positive things ahead. The vaccine tells your body how to recognize and fight the virus. Now, when it's your turn, we can get vaccinated. Protect yourself, support your community, help put an end to the pandemic.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
Also here today on YourLiveEvent.com. KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com, RJBroadcasting.com. Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. Number one team in Class A Minnesota boys basketball, the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, in with a record of 11-0. They'll be without a couple of guys here today. The Thunderbirds will be without services of just a couple, of course, and we've been seeing the Thunderbirds roster without Will Starkey as of late with the injury and recent surgery. No Emmett Smith here today, no Negani Bennett, and no Gage Igland, and no Justin Littlewolf either from that standpoint. So, host of Thunderbirds, of course, not in uniform today. The Vikings without a couple. Ian Fay will be out, and Timmy Gooler on crutches here today. Those two will not be contributing to the ball game. Both teams, though, coming in. The Thunderbirds, as mentioned, number one in Class A, unbeaten. Most recent action for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, a win over Thief River Falls right here, I should say in Mahnomen on a Tuesday night, and coming off that big win over Nevis the week prior in overtime. Speaking of overtime, the Pelican Rapids Vikings have played 3 extra sessions lately, a double overtime, a game on Thursday night against Frazee, and then a loss to overtime last Friday against Breckenridge. So, of course, both those being in the Heart of Lakes, talking about the HOL conference, it's a different beast playing in the HOL and it is playing in the Pine Prairie Conference. Nonetheless, should be a dandy matchup. These two teams had really the programs, the boys, the football teams had wanted to play this year. They were set to play in Pelican. That did not happen. The COVID quarantine hit right out of the gates for the Vikings, and so that was not something they were able to get in this year. So now they're going to get together on the basketball court, a game that wanted to be stuck on the schedule, and they were able to keep this one going. And looking forward to the matchup. The Vikings and the Thunderbirds will provide a lot of entertainment here today, and we look forward to bringing it to you on the Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show here on KRJM and on YourLiveEvent.com. The action is yours here today. We'll take another break, come back. We'll talk keys to the game. We'll have our anthem and more as we get ready for the opening tap. Thunderbirds, Vikings, boys basketball on KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com.
In the world of farming, you can't afford any unexpected slowdowns, and having the wrong insurance might cost you extra time and money. Timing is everything in farming, and claims are never fun, but when bad things happen, the McCollum agencies are there for you. Through constant communication and advising, we provide a service that others can't or won't match. We believe in keeping the process as easy as we can on our clients. Not only are Joe and David McCollum insurance experts, they have farmed their entire lives. Call Joe McCollum in Detroit Lakes, 844-5970, or David McCollum in Mahnomen, 935-2170. For a free consultation.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
Heart of Lakes Meats is a proud supporter of the Heart of Lakes Conference. Thanks to all Heart of Lakes school districts, coaches, and student athletes for their hard work and adaptability through this winter season. The future looks brighter knowing we can face challenges together. The best way out is always through, and we believe we will come out of these challenges strong. Heart of Lakes Meats is a USDA-inspected meat processing plant located in Pelican Rapids. We support our local farmers and community any way we can. Good luck to all Heart of Lakes Conference teams from Heart of Lakes Meats in Pelican Rapids.
Whether it's plumbing or heating, call the professionals with Waubun's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611. Waubun's Plumbing and Heating works with Rheem water heaters, Tempstar furnaces, and they also work with geothermal, northern heat pumps, and they have Northstar water softeners that you can buy or rent. Whether it's plumbing or heating, contact the professionals to get the job done.
Proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. Please call 218-983-3611.
Well, the Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show continues here on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com. And our starting lineups are on the way, but first it is the keys to the game from Boston Chiropractic Clinic, keeping our area athletes in the game, specializing in sports injury prevention. Dr. Gabe today at 218-435-6186. Well, the keys to the game today, pacing. Playing the pace that they want. That's what the Thunderbirds want to do. Get out and set the pace, set the tone, and rebound the basketball. Need to get inside with some of the bigs. Likewise, Pelican Rapids needs to execute. They got to worry about that turnover battle. They got to try to limit their turnovers and value possessions. Those are the keys to the game from Boston Chiropractic Clinic at the lights in Boston. Dr. Gabe ready for you. The Thunderbirds and the Vikings. It is boys basketball on yourliveevent.com and on KRJM.
Welcome 2021. We are all happy you are here. Time for a fresh start. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. The start of each year brings excitement and opportunity for those of us in agriculture. At Irie Insurance, we feel the excitement as well, and we want to make sure 2021 gets off to a great start as you plan for the planting season. We would love to sit down with each of you for annual policy review and make sure your farm's equity is protected. To find an Irie Insurance agent near you, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
And we are back here on Gold 101.5 KRJM and rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com, wrapping up the Waubun's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. Let's continue with our starting lineups from Norman County Implement. Highway 9 in Ada. They've got new and used equipment, best price, best deal, and interest rates as low as 2.65% for a 5-year fixed rate. Talk to Chuck and Neil. Financing programs and all equipment. Norman County Implement, Highway 9, North, Ada. Starting lineups today for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. They'll start at a guard, a senior, number 4, Mikhail Court. A sophomore, number 11, Tanner Talarud. A senior, number 21, Logan Fay. Senior, number 23, Liam Seitzma. And a senior, number 24, Jaden Rutherford. Pelican Rapids Vikings head coach is John Gellingsrud, the Norman County East product. As the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds up next with the starting lineups here today. For the Thunderbirds, they'll start number 1, Loden Clark. He wears number 1. He is a junior. A senior, number 3, and birthday boy, Cooper Hodad. They'll start a junior, number 21, Tanner Pazdernick. A junior, number 23, Rolando Ellis, and a senior, number 34, Peyton Keyser. Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds head coach by John Clark Jr., assisted by Scott Thomas, Jason Clark, Rylan Henriksen, and Hunter Clark. John Gullinger assisted by Adam Johnson, Andy Johnson, and Derek Nelson. Starting lineups in today's game. The Thunderbirds in the teal uniforms today. White numerals, or white letters, rather black numerals. Thunderbirds in the jersey tops. White uniforms for the Vikings of Pelican Rapids. Black numerals and letters, orange trim. The opening tap. As we wrap up the pregame show from Mahnomen's Plumbing and Heating, Thunderbirds and Vikings underway. And Mahnomen Waubun will win the opening tap and will control going left to right. That's how we see it on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on YourLiveEvent.com here today. Cooper Hodek with a basketball, celebrating birthday number 18. He'll look to pass it, share the ball with Peyton Keyser, top of the key. Keyser looks to dribble. Dribbles in, back out. Pasternak, three-point look, off the mark. Rebound, Hodek crashes the boards, throws it up for two. Cooper Hodek with an early 2-0 lead for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. With the basketball, the Vikings going to push up the floor. They'll work it. Seitzma puts it down for two. Early tie, Thunderbirds and Vikings. Here's a shot up the floor for Loden Clark. No good. Rebound comes down to Liam Seitzma. Now in the backcourt, steal. Pasternak takes it away. Tied up, Seitzma. Pasternak all tied up there with the basketball. And we'll get a foul on Pelican Rapids. It's going to be on Liam Seitzma, his first, team's first. Thunderbirds set to inbound the basketball. Rolando Ellis will toss it in. Ellis from the baseline looks to work the basketball up top. Loden Clark has it. A spin at the free throw line. Loden goes to Cooper Hodek, top of the key. Hodek passes in. Ellis back inside to Hodek and got caught up in traffic. Thunderbirds will have a turnover. Each team with a turnover early on. Kevin Kochman, Joseph Stetz with you here. Joseph working the scoreboard and, of course, working the camera and all the online work with YourLiveEvent.com. We'll get Joe to join us for a little broadcast as well. I like to just call him Joe. We'll work with it. How about a three-pointer for the Vikings and a triple for Jaden Rutherford, giving the Pelican Rapids Vikings a 5-2 lead. 16:40 to play in this first half of basketball. Peyton Keyser, right side. Loden Clark outside the arc. Clark looks for a screen. Now we'll work it right side as Pelican Rapids settling in man-to-man. Mano-y-mano. Pasternak hands it off here. Cooper Hodek in with a shoulder, and a charge is accepted by Mikhail Korf. Joe, that's a big play defensively for Pelican Rapids.
And it's a big play, especially with the lead right now at 5-2, especially what you want on the road against the #1 team in Class A. This is what you want to start, and see if the Vikings can continue it, and let's see what the Thunderbirds do defensively to stop.
Rutherford with the basketball. He'll work it left side. Vikings with the lead. Tullerud into Korf, and blocking foul is called. Korf drove in, and setting in with the feet. Rolando Ellis was not set in place, so Ellis going to be tagged with his first personal, team second on the Thunderbirds. 2 fouls for Mahnomen Waubun, 1 for Pelican Rapids. 16:15 to play first half, and it's Pelican Rapids 5, Mahnomen Waubun 2. It's going to be Rutherford, floater in the paint. Yes, Jaden Rutherford has 5, and it's a 7-2 lead for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Thunderbird basketball crosses midcourt. Pasternak hands the ball to Clark. Keyser, left side, Hodek. Back to Keyser, driving in, looking to pass. Hodek, top of the key. Hand the ball off, Tanner Pasternak and Loden Clark. Hodek, top of the key again, works it right side, Keyser. They'll keep playing, sharing the basketball. Looking inside to Ellis around Seitzma. He's got the length, something the Thunderbirds aren't possessing here today. Clark, top of the key, now near the circle, dribbles right side, in trouble, loose basketball, aggressive defense, and a steal by Korf. Up to Rutherford, he slipped. Korf has it, skip pass right side over to Fay. Fay drives in, goes up, great defense by Keyser, he'll take it away. May have deflected it as well. Keyser up the floor for the Thunderbirds. Down 7-2, kick it to Loden Clark in the corner left side. Skip pass, Pasternak wide open in the corner for 3. Bang! Tanner Pasternak a triple. 7-5 Vikings. Fay has the basketball, in trouble. Fay gets it across midcourt. Thunderbirds finally executing some of their pressure. Then an attempt at taking a charge, no go. Ball still bounces around. Seitzma bodies up. Keyser follows. Seitzma's shot off the glass for 2. 9-5 Vikings leading the Thunderbirds. 14:45 to play first half of boys basketball. Left side with it. Cooper Hodek to Keyser. Peyton Keyser, 3-point look. This one off the mark. Misses everything. Seitzma grabs his second rebound of the game. Up to Rutherford. Vikings settling in. Thunderbirds crash. Talerud has it right side. Good pressure defense by the Thunderbirds as they're trapping Talerud. He's in trouble. Loose basketball. Thunderbirds battling. We've got bodies on the floor and a tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to the Vikings. 9-5. Pelican Rapids leads 14-21 to go here in this first half. Good pace so far, Joe.
Yeah, it has been great pace so far, especially for the Vikings to get up and down. They're able to score right now as they turn the ball over, and here come the Thunderbirds.
That's up to Cooper Hodak, the birthday boy, laying it up. Misses the layup, has a chance at a couple of free throws as the foul in transition. Going to go against 21 Logan Fay, his first, team's second for Pelican Rapids. 14-14 to play first half here on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com. Mahnomen Waubun girls playing against Adaborp West as Cooper Hodak hits the first free throw. That coverage is also on yourliveevent.com. You can check the additional channel here for today as well on yourliveevent.com. Free throw is good, and Cooper Hodak makes both. 9-7 Pelican Rapids. Up the floor, a layup left side is no good for Talerud. Rebound comes down to Peyton Kieser. Thunderbird basketball, 9-7. Vikings lead it. 14 minutes to play first half. Basketball to Pasternik's hands, top of the key. He'll launch a three. Tanner Pasternik, you betcha. Buries a triple, and the Thunderbirds regain the lead at 10-9. Lead change, and now full court trap. Korf will be the guy to bring it across, and the guy you want to have with the handle, so bring it up in the paint, looks to pass. Seitzma went left, pass went right from Korf, and turnover is number 3 on the Vikings, and that's just one of those things that happen in the game, Joe. Sometimes you go right, you go wrong.
That's the one thing that, John Scullingrud, the head coach for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, wanted to say. You got to go fast, but you got to be in control.
Yep.
And right now they have not been the last 3 possessions being turnovers.
Alley-oop does not go. Peyton Kieser was trying to connect with Rolando Ellis. Ellis tossing it in, and a little bit overshot that time to hit Kieser, but it was executed well.
It was executed very well with back screens. It just, the execution on the pass itself just was not there, and it's an unfortunate turnover for the Thunderbirds.
That's turnover number 2 here in this first half. Now the Vikings turn it over at midcourt. It's going to be Clark driving in, Loden. Great pass inside. He finds the birthday boy, Cooper Hodak. 6 for Coop. 12-9. Thunderbirds lead it. Vikings turn it over. Pasternik, what great vision. He goes all the way in to lay it at 2. Tanner Pasternik with a 14-9. Thunderbirds, they almost get a steal there as here comes Rutherford. Right side, he'll work it. Korf launches a 3 off the front iron. Cooper Hodak grabs a rebound, then he's hammered by Logan Fay. Foul is called. Foul will be called on Logan Fay, both going for the rebound, and Cooper able to corral it. Fay ended up getting a whole lot of body there. Would have been a great play on the football field there, Joe, but not on the basketball court.
It would have been a great play, and it just shows right there why the Thunderbirds are the best team so far in
Class A.
In Class A,
yeah.
Because of this stuff right here. They get down early, but they don't panic. They stay composed, and they play great defense. They've caused turnovers. Right now, Thunderbirds in advantage, and let's see what they can do here.
On a 9-0 run, a couple of subs as well as Loden Clark will launch a 3. Got it! Loden Clark buries a triple. Making it 17-9. It's a 12-0 run by the Thunderbirds. And a steal in the backcourt. Loden Clark again. 3-pointer. Off the mark. No good. Rebound bounces around. This is going to go off of Korf, and it'll stay Thunderbird basketball. As also in for the Thunderbirds, Tyson MacArthur enters the ball game. Little bit of length there with Tyson. And also on the floor is Dennis Ashley, as some substitutions from Irie Insurance. As the Thunderbirds will inbound the basketball, Pasternik has it up top. Pasternik to Clark. Skip pass left side. Taken away by Korf. Turnover 3 on the Thunderbirds. Korf and the Vikings up the floor. Inside passing to the basket. Hunter Williams also in the game for Pelican Rapids in that last substitution and slows the bleeding a little bit. 17-11 with 12 minutes to go in the first half. 3-pointer for Pasternik, no good. Great rebound saved by Hunter Williams. He gets it to Seitzma, and Williams in trouble. Nearly lost a handle with it again. Great timing of the basketball there by Peyton Kieser. Rutherford 3, too strong. Rebound comes down to Dennis Ashley. Here's the pace the Thunderbirds want to play. Pelican Rapids trying to match it a little bit. Pasternik up the floor. Clark looks at a 3, gets it inside Kieser. Kieser shares it. Pasternik pumps. Tanner resets, and it's going to be taken away Rutherford. But then Pasternik pokes it away. Each team exchanging the possession. Clark's shot no good. Rebound, battling, loose. Who's got it? It's going to be Tyson MacArthur inside. Keyser for three. Too strong. Rebound down. This is Rutherford. Rutherford, he'll work it to Mikhail Korf up the floor. Korf, Braden Ecker in the ball game. Shot good and a foul. Hunter Williams with a bucket and one. A chance for Pelican Rapids. Dennis Ashley going to be tagged with a foul, his first, team's third. 11:09 to play first half. Thunderbirds 17, Vikings 13. Couple of subs coming in.
And a big switch in momentum right there for the Vikings. Not only that, they on the defensive end, they went to a 2-3 zone, playing a little more with the athletic, trying to force, not allow anything on the outside and contain anything inside. And right now it's helped them get back into a one-possession game.
Yeah, and a timeout Thunderbirds. We'll take it as well on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Thunderbirds 17, Vikings 14 on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Realty can be confusing. That's why it's important to choose a professional when you're buying or selling. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated offers full commercial real estate services, agricultural land sales, hunting land sales, all categories of commercial real estate sales, commercial space leasing, real estate consulting, and real estate investing. Contact Anthony today. 218-261-1137. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Lynn Fours Agency, Boston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, LynnForsAgency.com. The Lynn Fours Agency, your insurance source.
Coverage here today on KRJM and yourliveevent.com. 11:09 to play first half. The number one ranked team in Class A boys basketball, the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, leading Pelican Rapids Vikings 17-14. Kevin Kochman, Joe Stetz with you here from Waubun. Thunderbird basketball driving in. Sam Zima enters the ball game. Work the ball to Keyser. Thunderbirds left to right. Ashley will launch a three on the left wing. It's no good. Rebound, Mikhail Korf. Korf will push up to Braden Ecker. Left side, work the basketball to Talarud in the corner. Talarud baseline, looks to pass. Now a shot up. Bounces around and good. Logan Fay and a chance at a three-point play to tie the game here in this possession. Bucket is good. Foul is going to be on Sam Zima. His first, team's fourth on the Thunderbirds. 17-16. 10:44 remains in this first half. And a chance now for Pelican Rapids to tie the ball game after trailing by 8. Free throw misses. Rebound comes down to Peyton Keyser. That was Fay there missing the free throw. Driving in, Keyser. Floater, good. Peyton Keyser adds a deuce for the Thunderbirds. 19-16, and now a slam for Braden Ecker. Second time the Vikings have been able to put it down here in the first half. Up the floor, Loden Clark has it. Clark passes, ball is tipped, works it out. Basketball to Ashley. Ashley, Peyton Keyser. He'll get the play call from coaches in the sidelines. Just over 10 minutes to play first half. Keyser tries to inside the ball, now works it. About 8 foot, shot misses. Rebound down to Tanner Talarud. Up the floor, they look for Ecker. Ecker dribbles, drives, shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Sam Zima. Zima and the Vikings, Zima and the Thunderbirds back against the Vikings here. Work it to Ashley. Ashley in the paint, passes in, turns the basketball over. Errant pass goes out of bounds along the baseline, and more subs coming in as the Thunderbirds mixed it up a little bit. Orlando Ellis, Cooper Hodak, and Tanner Pasternak back in, joining Zima and joining Keyser on the floor. Substitutions from Irie Insurance. Cooper Hodak with a steal and saved it. Inbounds. Pasternak will dribble across midcourt. The teal uniforms today. Crosses over. Now a jump stop in the paint. And lowering the shoulder charge is called. And that is Mikhail Korf doing a basketball move. Accepted that. And a little bit of an embellishment, too.
He's acting. I mean, Hollywood should sign him up a little bit. That's a second drawn charge. Yeah. And that one was, from the actions of the head dive and the shoulder in. Right. I mean, it's clear it was, the intent to try and go through him. But can't take away there. And it looks like the Vikings are throwing more exotic defenses as here come the Thunderbirds again, switching up their man-to-man with 2-3 zone. And we'll be seeing that from time to time depending on who's in the ballgame for the Vikings, it looks like.
Vikings turn the basketball over in the backcourt. Loden Clark re-enters. Sam Zimma sits for the Thunderbirds. We see Korf take a break, and we also see Hunter Williams out for the Vikings. And Rutherford re-enters the ball game as well, yes. And also Seitzma re-enters the game here as well. Clark with the basketball right side. Going to see reaching in. Basketball going to stay Thunderbirds. Ball back in the corner. Definitely defensive scenarios here for both squads. It's been entertaining. Lots of changing, lots of shuffling here. We see Keyser with it. He's got it, top of the key, now to the free throw line. Keyser looks in for Rolando Ellis. Up hard to the basket, Rolando Ellis for 2. Thunderbirds 21-18 leaders over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And a steal by Keyser. He'll throw it up. Does not go down. Rebound. Bounces around. Keyser. Clark. Oof. Tried to go up and send it down. And just ended up being a little bit of a rebound battle there. 23-18. Thunderbirds by 6. Loving the energy and intensity tonight, this afternoon. Fantastic stuff here in Waubun. Basketball inside Seitzma. We're going to see him step out of bounds along the baseline. Turnover number 11 here by Pelican Rapids, and Joe talked about it with Coach Gellinger, the pregame show. Turnover battle is going to be key here today.
And right now they were doing pretty good, especially being this close with the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. But, as of late, with Mikhail Korf sitting on the bench, it looks like they're struggling to try and find offense. They're trying to get it inside to Seitzma, and sometimes it's not happening for them.
Turnaround jumper by Keyser inside for the Thunderbirds does not go. Rebound comes down to Logan Fay. And tipped in the backcourt by the ever-present Thunderbirds trying to jump on the basketball. Dennis Ashley coming in.
And you got to give credit to the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. How many times has the Vikings had an opportunity to send something and spark an offense in transition, but the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds have been touching the basketball. Stealing it right there is a good example, even though they're going to get picked up with a foul there.
Pazdernik.
But it's just the effort that's been great by the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Pazdernik's going to be hit with his second personal, team 6th. Also in the game, Korf back in for the Vikings, Tollerud back in, Seitzma, Rutherford, and Fay on the floor for the visitors, the Pelican Rapids Vikings here today on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com. This is some fun action going on. First half ball, 7:52 to play before halftime. Korf with the basketball. He's going to be met at half court with a trap. He'll jump like the old Tim Tebow jump pass. He'll toss it here to Rutherford, who's caught in a trap. Now inside to Seitzma. Turns around, finds Fay. A little late, but Fay still gets in position. Bucket good. 23-20. Thunderbirds by 3. 7.5 to go before halftime. Pazdernik with the basketball. Pazdernik works it. Cooper Hodek, skip pass, left side. Ashley, three-point look. Too strong. Off of Korf. Rebound followed by Clark. The energy from these teams is fantastic. Here's a jumper. Rolando Ellis tried to get it up and over the extended arm of Liam Seitzma, and a foul called on Seitzma. And with that, it'll be Liam's second personal, team's 4th on Pelican Rapids. To the free throw line, Rolando Ellis. The Mustang Seed free throw line. Thunderbirds are 2 for 2 at the line, and Ellis misses the first of 2 free throws.
And especially there on the Vikings again, they pick up a foul, but they're back into that 2-3 zone defense. And the one thing the Thunderbirds are doing very good in its zone defense, you got to move. You got to move around. You can't be staggered. And right now they've been doing that. They've been creating, instead of being a all-on-one or a 2 on one side and 1 in the middle, they've been creating it where 3 are on one side and you're allowing one guy to try and defend 2 people. And it's been really effective here early.
Two missed free throws by the Thunderbirds. They lead by 3. Seitzma out. In the ball game is Hunter Williams. The Vikings just turned it over on their side, looking inside, trying to get it into the paint. That time a turnover is number 12 in the first half. 5 turnovers for the Thunderbirds here in this first half. 7 minutes to go before halftime. T-Birds with a 3-point lead over the Pelican Rapids Vikings right now. Dennis Ashley dribbles in, kicks it out, finds Loden Clark. Clark steps back, top of the key, looks to create, lost it. Turnover on the Thunderbirds. It's a steal by Tollerud up the floor. Work the basketball to Fay, and we'll get a foul called.
In a nice way there in transition by Tollerud to draw it over and make the 2-on-1 to either go after you or go after Fay and make the layup yourself. Good way of drawing them over to you and allowing Fay to go up with an opportunity to get fouled and go shoot some free throws.
Second foul on Cooper Hodek, and Fay misses the free throw. He'll have another. 6:47 remains first half, and checking in here is Peyton Keyser for the Thunderbirds. Exiting will be Tanner Pasternak with his 2 fouls. Fay at the line. He's 0 for 2, 4 points here in this first half, but 0 for 2 at the line. This one up, and this one's no good. Rebound comes down to Peyton Keyser, his 5th rebound of the first half. Keyser hands the basketball to Loden Clark. Clark with the basketball. He'll come across midcourt. Dribbling, passing right side. This will be Dennis Ashley. Left side to Cooper Hodek and sharing it to Clark. Clark with the ball, 6.5 to play in this first half. Loden Clark, long 2 is good. 25-20. 6:25 to play, first half of basketball. Rutherford in the corner, pumps it a 3. Now looks inside, Tellerud shares it out. Korf back out to Rutherford, right side. He'll go back to Korf. They'll keep it outside the arc. Thunderbirds converge, looking to trap. They'll pass it. Tellerud has it for the Vikings in the corner, left side. Long shot here. Too much from Fay. Rebound comes down to Rolando Ellis. Loden Clark looks over to the sideline, gets the play call. Clark has it right side. He'll look to pass, and it's Ashley. Peyton Keyser outside the arc. Keyser left side. He'll pass it to Cooper Hodek, and Loden Clark has it on the left wing. Looking for a screen. Good defense by the Vikings. Clark has a shot kind of pushed back to him. Now a rebound. Cooper Hodek goes up for the shot. Drives in for 2. Coop's got 8 plus 3 boards. 27-20. 5:30 to play in this first half. Up the floor, left side. This will be Tellerud to the basket. Charge is called. Keyser set the feet and accepted. That's 3 charges accepted in this ball game, Joe.
It's great defensive effort, and that charge is one of the most the calls we rarely see because no one wants to take them.
Yeah.
Tonight, we've seen 3 of them so far, 2 by the Vikings, 1 by the Thunderbirds, and it's great defense, and it's a momentum builder is what it is.
5 fouls now on the Vikings, 7 for the Thunderbirds here in this first half. Jump shot for Dennis Ashley, no good. Rebound comes down to Logan Fay. It's his 2nd rebound of the game for the Vikings. 5:10 to play before halftime, 27-20. Thunderbirds leading the Vikings here on KRJM and yourliveevent.com with the web stream broadcast today. Dennis Ashley, check that. He's out there defending. Tellerud shot misses. Keyser grabs a rebound. It's number 6. Up the floor, Coop Hodek. Cooper steps in, back out. Keyser looks at a 3. Now will drive. He'll put up a shot. Good look at a basket. Does not go. And Rolando Ellis outworks for the rebound. He was up and over the top of a Korf inside. Now driving in. Clark pounds into a Viking defender, and we'll get a foul called on Pelican Rapids. I think it's Rutherford. Jaden Rutherford with his first, team's 6 now on Pelican Rapids. A couple of subs. We'll see timeout, though, by Pelican Rapids. We'll take it as well with 4:40 to play first half on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Thunderbirds 27, Vikings 20 on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem, with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds from the Mahnomen School District. The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash.
Back out of the timeout also here on yourliveevent.com. Thunderbirds 27, Vikings 20 in the boys basketball. Mahnomen Waubun leading Pelican Rapids. 4:40 to play in the first half. In-game update from the Linfors Agency, downtown Mahnomen. Also locations in Boston, Bagley, and Clearbrook. Linfors, your insurance source. Thunderbirds will inbound the basketball. Tanner Pasternak has it. Pasternak looks to share. Works it to Clark. Keyser then over left side to Tyson MacArthur, who says, let's hit a deep three-pointer. Tyson MacArthur gives the Thunderbirds a 30-20 lead. It's a 10-point margin. That is the largest lead of the ball game for either team. Up top, ball is loose, giving a chase. Loden Clark saves it, steal. Up the floor, Clark draws a foul and a bucket, 3-point play. Foul will be on the Pelican Rapids. 21, Logan Fay. It is his third and team's seventh. Meanwhile, a big shot by Loden Clark and energetic sidelines after the make.
And especially out of the timeout that time, making it a 6-0 run in a matter of, 10 seconds, 15 seconds?
15 seconds.
And that was the one thing that Coach Gellingsrud made a point of, is if we start turning over the basketball, it could be a matter of 30 to 60 seconds. They could put 10 points on, and we've seen a little bit of it right there.
Korf with the basketball. Vikings will break the press up the floor. Right side looking in, up and underneath. A good look to the basket. Williams just couldn't connect. Couldn't keep it. Couldn't get it completed. Tyson MacArthur with the basketball. He'll hand it off to Pazdernik as the Thunderbirds run the play. They'll set up their offense and work it. Keyser spins in between. Top of the key now. He'll pass it back up to Pazdernik. Pazdernik to Dennis Ashley. Ashley gets it to Keyser. Keyser jump shot. Free throw line is good. Peyton Keyser has 4. 3:42 to play first half. It's 35-20. It's a 15-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Up the floor to Williams. Williams goes body in to Tyson MacArthur. Missed the shot. It just didn't go. Rebound comes down Keyser. He'll pass. They're going to call him with a double dribble. Good call. Good vision by the officials there.
And an 8-0 run there now by the Thunderbirds. And especially, for the Vikings, they're getting good looks. They just aren't able to complete it. And for the Thunderbirds, I have not seen one shot so far by the Vikings that has not gone uncontested. They're contesting every shot, and they're making every shot difficult and basically telling the Vikings, hey, you need to have a great shot to go against our good defense.
8-0 run out of the timeout, a 12-0 run here in the last 4 minutes. Now a jumper from MacArthur. Shot misses, but he follows his own rebound after the turnover. MacArthur goes up, doesn't get that one to go, gets another rebound. Now his shot is blocked. Now Rolando Ellis blocked, shot by Ecker, and eventually Hunter Williams going to come away with it. A little bit of helter-skelter there. Now a steal. Great
Keyser
play.
on that one.
Peyton Keyser, great job. He'll work it to Clark. Now back to Keyser. Dennis Ashley for 3. No good. Off the fingertips. Saw that was going to go off the mark. Now Ellis grabs the rebound, puts it up. Rolando Ellis.
The Thunderbirds might not have the size, but they are having the work. They're working inside better than the Vikings on boxing out and gaining offensive chances, getting second chance points early.
Rutherford for 3, slows the bleeding, burying a triple. Jaden Rutherford for the Vikings. 37-23. That stopped a 15-0 run and a 17-point lead. Now it's down to 37-23. With the basketball, we'll get it inside. MacArthur spinning. He'll go into Korf that time and missed the shot. Rebound Clark, quick underhand pass. Works it to Keyser. Keyser tries to drive. Near travel. Now MacArthur, three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Mikhail Korf. Vikings bench wanted to travel there, no call. 2 minutes to play, first half. Mahnomen Waubun 37, Pelican Rapids 23, but Jaden Rutherford wants another 3. It does not go. Rebound is down to Dennis Ashley. Clark with the basketball, crosses midcourt. Loden Clark in trouble. Works it out to Keyser. Keyser right side. Sharing the basketball. Keyser to the basket right side. Layup is off the glass and good. Peyton Keyser 6 first half points.
And he's got an electric quick first step.
He does.
And not only that, the Vikings have tried to, not worry about that, but when he gets into the paint, he has a quick pull-up, and he's dangerous from both sides.
Talaru to the basketball. Now right side around. Braden Ecker. Shot rolls in good. Braden Ecker, the junior, for 2. 39-25. Thunderbirds have led by as many as 17. They lead it by 14 right now. Minute 7 to go before halftime. Stick around. Halftime, we'll break down the stats and more. Keyser spin move. Hesitates. Pump fake. Gets a shot to go.
To go along with his quick first step and as well as his pretty good pull-up. Adding the feet work, too. He's a full package on the offensive end.
Rutherford, Euro step, as they say. Missed the shot. Rebound bounces out, and corralling it is Dennis Ashley off of a touch from Peyton Keyser. 40 seconds to go first half. Ashley in the paint, picks up the dribble. In trouble, decides to go up and over. His shot came off too quick for Braden Ecker. Dennis Ashley for 2. 43-25. The lead is 18 points, largest of the game for the Thunderbirds, with 30 seconds to play first half.
And now you're seeing the Thunderbirds start putting the dominance on this game right now, creating turnovers, creating havoc, and not only that, making the baskets they need to make and continuing to add to their momentum here.
16 turnovers for the Vikings, 7 for the Thunderbirds here in this first half. It happened in a hurry. 18 seconds to go. 43-25 Thunderbirds. Clark holds it. Guarded by Rutherford will set the offense. Ashley, 10 seconds to play first half. Now it's going to be Keyser, 8 seconds. He drives in. Keyser to the baseline, 5 seconds. Keyser, Clark, 3 seconds. And a foul called on Rutherford. And it'll be 7, so we're going to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 with 2 seconds to play.
And that's devastating for the Vikings there, as you could have had an opportunity to force up a contested shot at the buzzer. No, you give them the free one to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 before the time and give them a chance to go up by 20 here.
8 fouls, I should say, on the Vikings. Not that that's super important. Same scenario.
It's still the bonus.
Sure, absolutely. And it'll be at the free throw line. Loden Clark, a 1-and-1, hits it. He'll get that second opportunity. Lead is 19. 2 seconds remain in this first half. 44-25 Thunderbirds. Clark has a chance at the line to make another one. It goes. He makes them both. 45-25, a 20-point Thunderbird lead. Korf at half. He will go in. A charge is going to be called. Taking the charge. 4 charges in this first half, and Korf a little frustrated with that one. Charge is called. Clark did a great job of accepting that charge. Korf tagged with a foul, his first, team's 9th at the buzzer.
And a double whammy right at the buzzer. Not
Absolutely.
to get a shot off, but then to pick up an extra cheap foul on that one.
45-25. It is a 10-point advantage. Thunderbirds lead the Vikings at the half on Gold 101.5 KRJM and your live event.
The seed specialists, they're the guys at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen. Contact Mitch or Tyler today, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa. They have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. And Select Ag offers crop protection as well. Contact Select Ag today, 218-936-4026. Mitch and Tyler, your seed specialists at Select Ag in Mahnomen.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Valley Vision Clinic is sharing cheers and savings with you. Stop in anytime to scratch the vision ticket and see what you save. Yep, it's this simple. Stop at Valley Vision Clinic and ask for the vision ticket. Scratch off instant savings up to 30% on your eyewear. Some restrictions may apply. Save up to 30% with this special promotion at Valley Vision Clinic Ada. And always remember, schedule your appointment today for eye care. Call 784-4091. See the savings and the new eyewear at Valley Vision Clinic Ada.
Parents of the students at the Waubun-Ogama-Whiter School District, keeping up with what you need to know is easy. So log on to waubun.k12.mn.us and find out what is happening at the schools. Plus, view valuable resources directed towards you at the left-hand side of the homepage. And listen to the Waubun-Ogama-Whiter School News Thursday mornings at 9:05 a.m. on Gold 101.5 FM KRJM.
Is brought to you by Joe and Dave McCullum Insurance, Farmers Union Insurance. Proud sponsors of the Halftime Show, the local insurance experts, Mahnomen and Detroit Lakes, serving the surrounding areas. Halftime report here on KRJM and yourliveevent.com. The first half is the Thunderbirds of Mahnomen Waubun 45 and the Pelican Rapids Vikings 25. A 20-point advantage here in the ballgame. Early on, Pelican Rapids tied the game at 2 and had a lead. They were leading at one point 7-2. The Thunderbirds went on a 12-0 run and had a 17-7 lead, a 17-9 lead it ended up being there. And as the game would unfold here, Thunderbirds would roll. They lead extended to 10, 13, 15 points. Vikings did cut it down to 3 a couple of times and had it down to just a 1-point ball game, the 10:44 mark, but that's it. Thunderbirds, after a timeout, had a quick 8-0 run, 15-0 run, and stretched it. And the key to the game, part of the keys for the Vikings was to limit their turnovers and how that turned into transition. And just as Coach Gullinger kind of anticipated or even suggested, if we get into those troubles, what's going to happen is the Vikings are going to fall behind and fall behind in a hurry, and that's exactly what happened here late in the first half. Thunderbirds by 20, 45-25 in the halftime show. From David and Joe McCullum, Farmers Union Insurance, Mahnomen, and Detroit Lakes. We'll take a timeout and have some first half stats after this on KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
The White Earth Emergency Operations Center wants to wish the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds the best of luck. We remind everyone to work together by staying apart. Practice social distancing, washing hands and surfaces, and wear masks to slow the spread of COVID-19. Chi Miigwech and Go Thunderbirds, a cheer from the White Earth Emergency Operations Center. The White Earth Tribal and Community College is open and can help you take the next step in your education. They offer on-campus classes. Flexible hybrid class option for students is available as well. They're local, they have small class sizes, and they have affordable tuition. Apply in person or online at www.wetcc.edu. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. The White Earth Tribal and Community College, open and ready to help you take the next step in your education.
It appears that the winter season has arrived. Wild Rice Electric reminds you to check your heating systems to ensure that they are in good working order. Take advantage of Wild Rice Electric's off-peak program. With off-peak rates at about half the cost of the general service rate, now is the time to sign up and start saving. To learn more, contact the Member Service Department at Wild Rice Electric by calling 800-244-5709 or visit wildriceelectric.com.
Detroit Lakes, 45-25 is the score. Thunderbirds leading the Pelican Rapids Vikings here on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com. Halftime stats from Christian Motors, christianmotors.com, and Christian Brothers Auto Group as well with our halftime statistics here. The Thunderbirds, 10 points from Loden Clark, 8 from Cooper Hodek, 2 from Dennis Ashley, 3 for Tyson MacArthur, 8 for Pazdernik, Tanner Pazdernik that is, 4 for Rolando Ellis, 8 for Peyton Kieser. 5 of 7 from the line. Thunderbirds in the first half, 25 rebounds, 7 turnovers. Pelican Rapids, first half, 8 points from Jaden Rutherford, 5 for Hunter Williams, 4 each for Braden Ecker, Logan Fay, and Liam Seitzma. 1 of 4 from the line, 11 rebounds, 16 turnovers in that first half. Those stats from Christian Motors and Christian Brothers Auto Group, ChristianCarsOnline.com. You can check it all out right there. The halftime report has been brought to you by David and Joe McCullum, Farmers Union Insurance, Mahnomen, and Detroit Lakes. And at the half, it's 45-25. Thunderbirds leading the Vikings. Mahnomen, Waubun, Pelican Rapids. Second half basketball is on the way next.
Yeah, so that's not something you're typically going to hear on this station. But you're also not typically going to hear your bank say, "That's free." Or, "We're not going to charge you as much as other banks because we don't think it's right." At Midwest Bank, you're not going to hear the typical bank talk because we're not just any bank. MidwestBank.net. Banking your way. Member FDIC.
Visit with Midwest Bank in Waubun, 218-473-2191.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
45-25 as, it looks like our controller there got off the tape. No big deal. Underway here on KRJM and yourliveevent.com with the second half of basketball. The Thunderbirds now going right to left, leading 45-25. Pelican Rapids will go left to right. With the basketball right side, Rolando Ellis has it for the Thunderbirds in their teal uniforms here today. Now Keyser looks inside, passes out to Pasternak. Only 8-minute halftime session here today in this ball game, so, only throws the broadcaster off a teeny little bit. Loden Clark drives in, kicks it out. Now Pasternak has it on the right side. Pasternak, skip it, left side, Clark. Loden Clark drives in with a jumper. Elevation, Loden Clark for 2. Kevin Kochman, Joseph Stetz with you here this afternoon from Waubun. A 22-point lead for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Seitzma with the basketball. He'll work it up to Mikhail Korf. Now back to Rutherford in the corner. Korf drives it in. Work the basketball around the perimeter. Fay, jumper no good. Seitzma rebound, putback is no good. And on the rebound, tipped out of bounds by Seitzma. Liam Seitzma with 3 rebounds there, and eventually the Thunderbirds will have possession of the basketball and will work it from right to left. Pasternak with the ball. He'll get it to Clark, now up top to Keyser. Left side, share it with Cooper Hodak. Rolando Ellis. Peyton Keyser outside the arc to Loden Clark. Clark left side. Ellis, 3-point look, no good. Rebound is down to Logan Fay. It's going to be Korf, right side, share the basketball. In, turning it over. Pelican Rapids picked off by Peyton Keyser. Up the floor, bounce pass, Pasternak to the basket. Tanner Pasternak has 10. 49-25. Thunderbirds leading the Vikings. Up the floor, Rutherford to the basket, shot no good. Rebound is down to Peyton Keyser, his 7th rebound of the game. Keyser, Pasternak, crosses midcourt, jump stop here. Inside, looks to pass, in trouble, now will pass, and work it to Loden Clark. Clark, Pasternak, pump fake on a 3, now drive in, ball is tipped out of bounds. And we'll get a foul call on Pelican Rapids inside.
And right now, again, it's the Thunderbirds, their pace that they want to play at is affecting as they come out 4-0 out of the halftime. And right now, especially as we're going to get a substitution in the ballgame for the Vikings. But, the Vikings came up and they've had 3 opportunities, and all 3 are rush shots and not set offense. And that's one thing that's killing them right now is trying to play too fast to meet the Thunderbirds.
Jump shot, Keyser may have been deflected. Rebound, it comes down to Jaden Rutherford. With the basketball, Vikings kick it. Mikhail Korf on the right side. Korf to Rutherford, looking in, taken away. Peyton Keyser, he hits the deck. Loose basketball, Keyser. Now we're going to get a double thumbs up. We call that a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Pelican Rapids.
And great defensive awareness there by Keyser on the backside. He was guarding the guy in the corner, but he read the eyes like a safety and dropped down to steal that one, or intercept it in football terms. And, jump ball, it's going to stay with the Vikings, so they're going to get the favorable call there. But great defensive awareness that time by Keyser.
Korf works at Rutherford. Kicks it top of the key to Talerud, left side. How about a 3-pointer for Korf? No. And we're going to get a foul off the rebound.
Seitzma underneath fighting with Keyser, it looked like, and he's going to get called on that one.
So Liam Seitzma tagged with his 3rd personal, team 2nd. Thunderbirds by 24, 49-25, in what was an incredibly close back-and-forth game early on. T-Birds made a big push and a couple of big runs. 15-0 run, 12-0 run, sparking the lead. Now Pasternak for 3, rolls out of the cylinder, no good. Rebound down to Braden Ecker. Ecker dribbles up the floor, bumped into Loden Clark there. Now Korf drives in, passes down inside to Seitzma. And the Vikings turn it over. That's 19 turnovers in the game, 16 in that first half. Just under 15 minutes to play. Thunderbirds 49, Vikings 25 on yourliveevent.com and on Gold 101.5 KRJM. The Mahnomen-Waubun girls playing at Ada Borp West today, also broadcast on yourliveevent.com here today. Turnaround jumper is no good for Rolando Ellis. Rebound, Cooper Hodak just punches it out to Peyton Keyser. Pasternak, 3-pointer, no. Hodak goes flying in for the rebound. It's put back, no good. And then a rebound by Talerud up the floor. Rutherford to Seitzma. Seitzma in trouble inside, now kicks it out. Rutherford has it from Ecker, now turned over. Pasternak just went and anticipated and picked off the pass. Now Clark left side, Loden kicks it out. Keyser back to Clark in the corner. He'll launch a 3-pointer. Loden Clark. That's his 2nd deep ball of the game. 52-25.
And great patience that time by the Thunderbirds. They got the ball up quick. They were able to slow it down and find the right look that time. And it's beautiful basketball played there by the Thunderbirds.
Rutherford going to try to draw a foul, he will draw a foul as Keyser tried to accept the charge. That's been a theme here today. 4 charges accepted in the ball game. And Keys are going to be tagged with a blocking foul. It's his team's first in the second half. 7-0 run for the Thunderbirds to start the second half with 14 minutes to play in the game. And now Rutherford going to try to stop that. He's at the line, shooting free throws for the Mustang Seed free throw line. Jay Merkin, Scott Erickson, Mustang Seed, planting your future. As a missed free throw, as a Irie Insurance substitution. Seitzma out, Williams in. Rutherford trying to make good here as the Vikings now 1 of 5 at the line. Make it 2 of 6.
And that is their first points out of the half so far here in this early part of the second half.
52-26. The lead is 26 for the Thunderbirds over Pelican Rapids. Thunderbird basketball. Pazdernik set to dribble across midcourt. He'll kick it to Keyser. Keyser, some motion right side. Clark, another three-pointer. Off the mark. Rebound. Pazdernik. He goes to the rack. Off balance shot misses. And then we'll get a push call. As Williams went for the rebound. We'll get a push. I think they're going to call the birthday boy. Cooper Hodek, 3rd personal foul, team 2nd. When you're the son of the Muffin Man, that's just the way it goes. As it'll be Tanner Tallerud inbounding Pelican Rapids basketball. 52-26 Thunderbirds leading the Vikings. Korf up the floor. McHale picks up. Free throw line jump shot, no. Rebound. It's going to be Cooper Hodek. His 4th, make it 5th rebound of the game. Pazdernik dribbles across midcourt. Hands it off to Loden Clark. Clark with the basketball, top of the key, now crosses over, great move out in the corner. Cooper Hodek for 3, bang! A triple for Cooper Hodek, you betcha! He's got 11 on his 18th birthday. 55-26. Thunderbirds with the advantage, up the floor. Good pass by the Vikings, and going to be Hunter Williams putting that one off the glass for 2.
That was the first time they successfully executed breaking the press and were able to get 2 points out of it. That was good play there by the Vikings, but you can't take away that whole play by the Thunderbirds.
Shot misses by Clark. May have been a pass, but it was deflected. At any rate, ball came loose. Tanner Tallerud takes it away. We'll call it a turnover. And we'll get a foul in the backcourt. I believe they're going to tag Keyser. And for Peyton Keyser, that is number 2. Team's 3rd in second half on the Thunderbirds. As we see substitutions, Dennis Ashley in the ball game. Also Tyson MacArthur checks in. Cooper Hodek and Rolando Ellis exit. Couple of subs and our substitutions from Irie Insurance. Inbounds goes to McHale Korf in the backcourt. Named after the Minnesota basketball legend Kevin McHale. I'm quite certain. You could ask Brian. Kick it left side. Pelican Rapids, Weston Funk in the ball game for the first time today. He'll work it to Braden Ecker. Funk in the corner to Korf. He'll pass it in, work it to Tallerud. Shot no good. Ball is tipped on the rebound. 3 Thunderbirds there, and Keys are going to grab it. Rebound number 9. Work it, right side. Ashley looks at a 3, says, why not? In and out. Rebound comes down to Tyson MacArthur. And now a long 3 for Loden Clark. In and out. Rebound to Hunter Williams, his 4th. Vikings basketball. 12 minutes to play. T-Birds, 55-28 leaders over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. How about a jump shot there for Ecker? It's no good. Long rebound. Tanner Pazdernik pops it out. That's Pazdernik's first rebound of the game and says, 3-pointer? No. Rebound comes down to Braden Ecker.
Man, we're in a new age of basketball there. 3 straight possessions, and 4 straight possessions. 3 of them were 3-point attempts, and that time Ecker gets that one to go on the right side.
55-30, Ecker with a bucket. Timeout, Thunderbirds. We'll take it as well. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Thunderbirds 55, Vikings 30 on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com.
All new and used equipment from Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada can be purchased with financing interest rates, fixed rate, 5 years, as low as 2.65%. 2016 Challenger MT 865E, also a 1315 Unverfirth grain cart. This is priced at $43,000. A 60-foot Flexicoil coil packer. They also have new and used Rem grain vacs for sale or rent. Thanks for your business from Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety, and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
Our coverage here today, the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. It is R&J Sports here on KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman, Joseph Stetz with you. Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds with a 55-30 lead over the Pelican Rapids Vikings here today. And Tanner Pasternak going to dribble across midcourt. Thunderbird basketball. They've led by as many as 27. Alley-oop for Keyser. Got it. He just lays it in for two, though. Didn't slam it down, but they go back to the alley-oop play out of the timeout, and this time executed on a pass to lay it in on that backside, and now a turnover on the Vikings in the backcourt.
You know, and I know, Kevin, you being a Bulls fan, that almost looks like those plays that Phil Jackson draws up for Scottie Pippen. That's basically the guy gets in the left side, and it just back screens all the way around, and then it throws the lob.
Yeah.
So he's trying to. So what you're saying is Keyser is like Scottie Pippen.
Correct. I'm a 90s Bulls fan. Sadly, regrettingly, all I can say is I'm a Timberwolves fan these days, if that's possible. Loden Clark in the paint. Great spin move. Shot misses. Rebound, Mikhail Korf up the floor. Passing, layup. Keyser slams it against the backboard. Says, no way, Williams. It's not going this time. Dennis Ashley with a rebound. Thunderbirds. Great backside defense as they work it inside now on the offensive end to Tyson MacArthur. Foul called in Pelican Rapids. Hustle by Keyser, Joe. Hustle right there.
That looked like the king chasing down anyone from chase down blocks.
You're talking, for those who know what you're saying, LeBron James, right?
When he's done his famous chase down block.
MacArthur, shot good, he's got 5, yes. 57-30, you're right. Now a turnover. Loden Clark for 3. Shots off the mark, no good. Rebound to Mikhail Korf after the turnover in the backcourt. Thunderbirds back defensively. Braden Ecker to the basket. He's got 4 in the second half, 8 in the game. 59-32. Thunderbirds leading the Vikings, 10-15 to play. Keyser behind the back, dribbles inside, now passes in. Tyson MacArthur, 2 more. 61-32. Thunderbirds leading, 10 minutes to play. Vikings, passes picked there, almost picked. Mikhail Korf comes back with it, now loose basketball, and a little collision there between Funk and Clark. Seitzma and Justin Verdorn checks in for the first time today. Also in, you see Peyton Blakeway check in. Some subs brought to you by Irie Insurance. We'll also see Rolando Ellis re-enter. Pasternak, Clark, Hodek back in. And also Keyser remains on the floor for the Thunderbirds. Meant to say this a couple times. I could just imagine what this gymnasium as it shot inside by Logan Fay for 2, 61-34. Could just imagine and feel the noise that the Waubun Gymnasium or the Mahnomen Gymnasium would have with an undefeated boys basketball team playing the style of ball. I could just imagine what that would be like in a non-pandemic year. Pocket pick, Pasternak turnover, steal, Korf behind the back dribble, goes coast to coast. Mikhail Korf lays it in, and that's Mikhail's first points of the game. 61-36. 9:14 to play in this ball game. Thunderbird basketball. Loden Clark has it out near the circle. Keyser outside the arc, 9 minutes to go, halfway through the second half. Keyser passes in. Rolando Ellis, good move. Little baby hook for Rolando Ellis. He's got 6 in the game. 63-36. Thunderbirds leading Pelican Rapids. 3-point look. Blakeway buries it in the corner for the Vikings. 63-39. Pelican Rapids 14 points here in this second half now as a team. Pasternak hands it off to Loden Clark. Clark outside the arc. Thunderbird basketball. Dribbling in behind the back now and in trouble. Loose basketball. Korf with the steal. Up the floor, here's Blakeway. Blocked shot by Cooper Hodek.
And not afraid to show a little emotion after it, too. Basically staring down Blakeway on the block there. Hey, you can't do that.
Cooper's bringing the energy here today, I'll tell you that much.
Well, he's got all the energy. He's 18 now.
Well, yeah, right? Absolutely. And Muffin Man was making him all kinds of sugary baked goods for breakfast. Come on. Vikings basketball left side. Mikhail Korf outside the arc. He'll work it up top to Blakeway. 63-39. Thunderbirds lead with 8 minutes to go. Inside pass to Seitzma. Seitzma in the paint. Using that pivot foot, man. Seitzma spins around, lays it in for 2. Liam Seitzman's got 6. 2 of those were a slam dunk early on. 63-41 Thunderbirds. Peyton Keyser with the basketball. He's up top of the key. Behind the back dribble. And Mikhail Korf says, no, I want that ball. Keyser on the backside said, no, I'm going to foul you. I don't know if they're saying any of these things. I'm just putting words in their mouths. Got a foul called here on Keyser on the backside with a bit of a hold. It's his 3rd, team's 4th, and I think Coach John Clark Jr. is going to call a timeout. Thunderbirds do. Timeout on the floor, 7:36 to play. Community Co-op Energy Solution scoreboard. Thunderbirds 63, Vikings 41 on KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com.
The Minnesota State High School League reminds us that the educational value of this event is more important than its outcome. Respect for others, including opponents and officials, is one of those values. Support today's teams with the respect they deserve. When you have a great team and great fans, a great game is practically a given. So, root for your team and enjoy every moment of today's game. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
Anxious about your retirement funds? We don't blame you. At Bighorn Financial Services, we can help you build confidence within your retirement planning process by offering the ability to not only invest, but protect the money you've worked so hard to put away for the future. If your goal is to grow retirement assets without the risk of losing money in the long term, now is the time to call. Learn how to grow and protect your retirement with the help of Bighorn Financial Services. Call me, Kurt Fillion, at 218-689-6880 to set your appointment soon. Securities offered through FPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
We're back here on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman, Joseph Stetz with you here today, bringing you the Thunderbirds of Mahnomen Waubun and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Thunderbirds lead it, 7:36 to go, 63-41. And on the inbounds, the Vikings go right to Logan Fay. He goes up for a shot, draws a foul, and it'll be, I believe, again on Keyser. Keyser going to be tagged with his 4th personal, team's 5th. Joe and I were talking during a break, and Joe, I don't keep track myself of the steals, but again, the defensive prowess of a Peyton Keyser has been fun to see for you and I that don't get to see him on a daily basis.
Well, I was gloating over earlier about his offensive talent with his quick first step and his ability to, have good footwork. But then now later in the game, you see his defensive step up, and he is really what they call, especially in baseball terms, a 5-tool player.
Both free throws from the Mustang Seed free throw line missed by Logan Fay. Rebound by Peyton Keyser. Double-double now, 10 points and 10 rebounds. And probably 5 to 7 steals as well. Inside inside to Cooper Hodak. He missed the shot. Rebound to Liam Seitzma. Now up the floor. This will be Peyton Blakeway in transition. Slows it down, finds Seitzma. Seitzma drives to the basket. Cooper Hodak lays down as Seitzma dunks it in with a right hand kiss off the backboard. Not a dunk. 7 minutes to play. 63-43. The lead is 20. Thunderbirds led by, at one point, 27 in the second half. Inside Clark. Loden shot no good. Rebound last touched out of bounds by Pelican Rapids. It'll stay Thunderbird basketball. Mahnomen Waubun girls against Adaborp West. That also on YourLiveEvent.com on a separate stream here today. Junior varsity goes, I believe, the Thunderbirds. Yes, 44-34 over Adaborp West in girls basketball. The Rolando Ellis bucket there for the Thunderbirds. He's got 8 in the game. 65-43. Thunderbird girls against Adaborp West varsity about to begin on YourLiveEvent.com on another stream here today. And the Vikings turn the ball over, and then they're going to get the Thunderbirds turning it right back over in a scrum for the basketball. Pasternak loses it. Justin Verdorn checks out. Mikhail Korf back in. So on the floor for the Vikings right now, Fay, Blakeway, Korf, Seitzma, and also Talarud on the floor. Clark, Hodak, Keyser, Ellis, Pasternak on the floor for the Thunderbirds. Jumper no good. Rebounded by Keyser. Missed shot by Logan Fay. Now a turnover by the Thunderbirds. There's 6 turnover in the second half, 13 in the game. Good pass to Seitzma. Good post move by Liam Seitzma inside. He's in double figures with 10 now. In the backcourt, we'll get a foul called on Mikhail Korf. All of this happening so fast. 6 minutes to play.
It is, and if you don't overlook the Vikings right now, they've cut the 30-point lead down to 20.
Yeah.
But do they have enough time to mount it all the way back?
with 6 minutes to play? I don't know. But that's why we will find out. Pasternak, right side, Loden Clark. If I had the answer, Joe, we wouldn't even be here.
You'd
Clark.
be a fortune teller.
That's right, three-pointer for Loden Clark. You betcha. Loden Clark buries the triple. He's got 18 in the game today, 68-45. Viking basketball. Here's a jumper. Buried it. Logan Fay has 8 in the game, 68-47. Vikings shooting the basketball, finding a bit of this mid-range right now. As it'll be Pasternak across midcourt. He'll hand the basketball. Get it here to Loden Clark. And get a push on the Vikings. I believe Mikhail Korf. If that's accurate, that'd be number 3 on number 4.
Yes, it has. And he's playing a little aggressive. I know you alluded to earlier. He hasn't been scoring as well, or not as high in this game as he was against, especially last night, or two nights ago, against Frazee, where he put up 33. He's all the way down to what, 2 points? Yeah, he's only got 2 points on the night, and it's something you usually do not see, especially from the for the Vikings. You don't see Mikhail Korf being held to that little. But that's one of the factors that the Thunderbirds have been doing very well tonight, and taking him out of the ball game.
Yeah, it's been something else. Really has. And that Mikhail started off this basketball season. He has not produced maybe like he would even expect. Right, numbers have been a little bit lower. And then coming of age here on Thursday in their double overtime win over Frazee, going off for 33. But today, yes, held to just 2 points at the stage. And now Korf out right now, getting a little bit of attention on the sideline. Got a foul on the Vikings here. It'll be a push on Peyton Blakeway, his first, team's 6th. Thunderbirds will inbound from the sideline. Peyton Keyser will do that. Keyser inbounds, and Loden Clark will have it. Thunderbird girls basketball again. They're playing Adaborp West, another channel we have on yourliveevent.com. You can get the stream and tune in for that here as well today, as we'll have post-game reaction here, Thunderbirds and Vikings, on yourliveevent.com and on Gold 101.5 KRJM. Pasternak, top of the key. Right side to Cooper Hodek. We've got Bison football today against Southern Illinois. That's on 106.5 KRJB. Cooper drives in, layup no good, rebound down. Peyton Blakeway. Blakeway, good pass to Seitzma, goes up, shot good. Liam Seitzma has 12 in the game, 68-49, 4:30 to play in the game here today. Of course, big Bonspiel going on at Pinehurst. Some may be following along here today from the Bonspiel. Glad to have you along here. Ride along on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com here today. Keyser, Pasternak, setting things up. It's 11th annual Bonspiel already at Pinehurst. Good ice conditions, I understand, here today. Loden Clark, skip pass inside to Rolando Ellis, who drives. Floater is no good. And the rebound comes down. This will be to Tanner Tallerud with his 3rd rebound of the ball game. Tallerud hands it off to Fay. He drives baseline, works it around. Get the basketball here to Fay. Now a 3-point look for Tallerud. Yes, Tanner Tallerud buries a triple for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. I said Tanner Tallerud. I meant Logan Fay. Logan Fay, Joe. That's what I meant. 68-52. 3:35 remains here in this ball game. Vikings will grab a ball here on a turnover. Steal off the Thunderbirds to the basket. Shot misses. Rebound, Tallerud. His putback is good. Off the miss by Blakeway. Tallerud gets the rebound and putback, and a timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Thunderbirds 68, Vikings 54 on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities for 34 years, it's Pregame Super Value, your hometown grocery store in Mahnomen. Stop by today. Great weekly specials, delicious fresh produce, along with baked goods that are baked fresh daily, and a fully stocked meat department. Great deals. You'll find them at your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value. Celebrating 34 years, it's your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value in Mahnomen.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. With their lobby now open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, they offer more time to serve you, their valued customers. See Barb for all your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, ag loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvements, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbird boys basketball, a 14-point lead. Lead was as many as 30 in the second half, down to 14. 3:21 to play. Thunderbirds 68, Pelican Rapids 54 on your in-game update from Linfor's agency. As the Thunderbirds in the backcourt, Keyser has it. He'll dribble across midcourt. In trouble. Shares it to Tanner Pasternak. Thunderbirds offense is quieted over the last 6 minutes. Admittedly, they haven't had to put the pedal to the metal, but looks like they're going to try to pick up some intensity now as Clark out there on the floor along with Cooper Hodak and Rolando Ellis and Peyton Keyser and Tanner Pasternak. Keyser has it on the wing, in trouble, looking, getting some direction from the crowd helping him out there, telling him where the next player was. They worked it to Cooper Hodak. They're going to tag Hodak with a foul, fouling Cooper with an elbow. Can't do that on his birthday. Chris Mills, come on. We're having fun. Yes, you can call a foul, especially when it is a foul. Cooper tagged there. That's his fourth. Team's sixth on the Thunderbirds. Each team, Joe, with 6 fouls. Maybe a free throw battle late here.
It's going to have to be a free throw battle as of late, especially if the Vikings cut it to 10. I'm assuming it's going to be sending the Thunderbirds a lot to the line to try and ice the game.
A steal. Keyser picks it off. Go figure, huh, Joe?
Go figure. He's all over the place.
Keyser to Pasternak. Thunderbird basketball. Fantastic stuff. Work it back outside the arc. Thunderbirds will get a blocking foul as Keyser bounces into Mikhail Korf, who tried to set his feet. He had good position, but...
And it's a risky call on both ends because if Keyser were to pick that one up, that was his 5th, and I know that pushes Korf to 4. So
yes,
now both players are in foul trouble, and one more of those things is going to result in one person or one of them being done for the night.
That's right. Both players with 4 fouls now. Keyser hits the free throw from the Mustang Seed free throw line. He'll have another as we see Braden Ecker check in. We'll see exiting Peyton Blakeway. He's been getting some valuable minutes. His stat line with 3 points, but his time has been very nice on defense here for the Vikings as well, and running his offensive positioning. Second free throw is good for Peyton Keyser. He makes them both, and it is 70-54. Thunderbirds lead it with 2:15 to play. Skip pass, left side, Talarud, who was credited with that three-pointer earlier. He gets a deuce there off the glass, 70-56. 2 minutes to go. 14-point lead for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. In the backcourt, Tanner Pasternak. He will hustle it across midcourt and will break the press, but it's a steal and a great pass. And up the floor, Ecker misses the layup. No foul called. Rebound, Cooper Hodak. And that's drawing some jeers. Thunderbird basketball. Keyser. And we'll get a foul. Reach in on Pelican Rapids. Foul will be called on 21, Logan Fay. He's fouled out. Fouls out with 1:32 to play. Logan Fay with 8 points, 3 rebounds on the day. Coach Gullinger having a conversation with official Chris Mills. Lots of conversation. And there's some arguments going on right now between coach and official. Coach Gullinger really wanted a foul on the breakaway. Did not get it, and they're having a conversation. And there's a lot of respect that's being shared there, too, because Coach Gullinger and his brother Mike, one of the most respected officials in the area, he's up there with Chris Mills as far as officiating crews go, as far as that is concerned in the area. People know the game of basketball. There's no doubt about it. Missed free throw by Peyton Keyser. Rebound comes down to Mikhail Korf. I was worried we were going to go get some fisticuffs there, Joe, for a second. Kind of wild there. Not really, but a little bit. A little bit of heat. A little bit of heat. No technicals flying by any means. Rebound, Williams. And out to the Vikings. Talarud missed the shot. Rebound to Peyton Keyser. Mr. Everything. get the basketball here to Pasternak up the floor. Loden Clark has it. Minute to play. And a foul. And this will be on Tanner Tallerud. Is his second. Team's eighth. And 14 points, just a little too much here, Joe, for the Vikings to climb out of here, but there's still a minute 4 to go.
There's still a minute 4 to go, but they just weren't able to hit their shots there, and they haven't been able to save as much time as they need to in the offensive end as they're going to get the ball here, though. But, you know, you can't take away the effort by Peyton Keyser and the Thunderbirds tonight. I'd say, again, if you were to run down the stat line, is that your Enbridge Energy player of the game so far?
He might be. There's been a couple of guys that have brought a lot of energy. Missed shot by the Vikings. Rebound Hunter Williams, keeping it alive. Core 50 seconds to play. McHale's shot is tipped away. Rolando Ellis gets the block, gets the rebound. Loden Clark with the basketball up the floor for the Thunderbirds. He slowed the pace. And we saw a little bit of a collision there. Tallerud went over the top of Clark as he put the brakes on, and Tallerud couldn't do so in such a quick manner.
We know about the pull the chair move, right?
Yeah.
That was the tip the chair move.
Yeah. What kind of shoes did Clark have out there? What's those shoes, Joe? You're a shoe guy, aren't you?
Can't really see from up
Yeah,
here. We got a far vantage point.
I was gonna say he's got a fantastic set of brakes there to put the brakes on, no doubt. Clark at the line, free throw. Made 1 of 2. And 39 seconds remain on that loose ball rebound. It went out of bounds, last touch by the Vikings, so it stays Thunderbird basketball, final 39 seconds. Stick around for a postgame here on KRJM and yourliveevent.com. Thunderbirds will inbound. It'll be Rolando Ellis. It'll be Loden Clark with the basketball. Clark going to dribble in with 29 seconds to play. He'll kick it out to Cooper Hodak, 25 seconds to go. Thunderbirds by 15, 71-56. The number 1 team in Class A boys basketball looking to stay unbeaten. Right side, Clark. Up top, Pasternak. Pasternak, 13 seconds. Thunderbirds able to hold on. And that's going to wrap it up. Loden Clark steps out, and a handshake. Couple of handshakes. Tanner Tallerud and the Vikings and the Thunderbirds sharing a couple of handshakes here, and that's it. 71-56, the final on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com. Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds remain unbeaten on the season. They pick up the victory, 71-56 on KRJM and yourliveevent.com. Stick around. We'll have our postgame report on the way next.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, and natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call Community Co-op today, 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers. Community Co-op, your co-op in your community.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Together we've masked up against COVID. Together we have stayed home. Together we've missed our family and friends. With the COVID vaccine proven to be safe and effective, there's hope and positive things ahead. The vaccine tells your body how to recognize and fight the virus. Now, when it's your turn, we can get vaccinated. Protect yourself, support your community, help put an end to the pandemic.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
In the world of farming, you can't afford any unexpected slowdowns, and having the wrong insurance might cost you extra time and money. Timing is everything in farming, and claims are never fun, but when bad things happen, the McCollum agencies are there for you. Through constant communication and advising, we provide a service that others can't or won't match. We believe in keeping the process as easy as we can on our clients. Not only are Joe and David McCollum insurance experts, they have farmed their entire lives. Call Joe McCollum in Detroit Lakes, 844-5970, or David McCollum in Mahnomen, 935-2175 for a free consultation.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
Welcome you back here on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com for the postgame report and our postgame summary presented to you by Kurt Fillion with Bighorn Financial as the Thunderbirds stay unbeaten, 12-0 on the season. They took a good challenge from Pelican Rapids, especially in that first half, but a key 12-0 run and a 15-0 run led to a 20-point halftime lead. Second half, Thunderbirds off to a hot start, led by as many as 30, but Vikings would chip it down to as low as 14, and the final score is 71-56. A little less excitement in the second half, but nonetheless a solid victory for the Thunderbirds, improving to 12-0. Pelican Rapids drops to 6-6 with the loss. And turnover battle, that became, again, a big stat here today. 24 for the Vikings, 15 for the Thunderbirds, but 16 first-half turnovers really were key for the Thunderbirds in forcing the Vikings into turnover trouble there. As we get a chance in our post-game report to run into post-game coaches' comments and the head coach of the Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here today. And, Coach, for the guys, a little bit of everything today. They didn't have a letdown. Couple of big runs in that first half. That was big key for today.
It certainly was. And I thought it looked like we had 7 or 8 guys out there on the floor on defense at times for a while in the first half, and that was really fun to watch. And just created havoc, and I thought we wore them down towards the end of the half, and we were able to convert a lot of turnovers into points. We hit some outside shots in the first half I thought was really big. Then, like you said, I thought we went stone cold in that second half. Yeah. Unfortunately, we had a lead, and I give a lot of credit to Pelican Rapids. They didn't lay over. They turned up their defensive intensity and turned us over a few times. So a good ball game, though. Really happy to come out with a win.
Yeah, no doubt. And from that standpoint, you're right. It's hard to put a finger on that second half. Shots just weren't falling. I was trying to think myself how things were going there for the team, because it wasn't that they weren't not playing all that stuff. They were still doing a lot of the same things. The shots just didn't fall, and credit Pelican Rapids for putting you maybe in a tougher shot situation.
Yeah, and tired legs sometimes too. And I thought we got wide open shots, but they were we fell in love with the 3-point line a little bit there, but they were wide open looks, and a lot of them were in and out. They just didn't go down. So I'm a little disappointed in our defense at the end. I thought we gave up some easy ones, and they hit a couple tough ones, but I don't like giving up easy ones, as scrappy as we are on defense, and I think some of those misses on offense had something to do with that. And we backed off our pressure a little bit too, just trying to get home limp into the end of the game a little bit, but really proud of our bench play too. We had a couple bench players come in and really gave us good minutes and gave us a spark there, and points and rebounds and defense. So just good team win, Kev, for us again.
Hard to say at times. I want to throw this out there too, because you're right. They fell in love with the 3 when they were making them in the first half, and in the second half it's kind of hard to tell them, well, don't shoot them anymore. I mean, I don't know how you do that as a coach. That's why you're doing that job.
Well, we just talked. Let's not just settle for one right away. That one pass 3. Let's run our offense a little bit, get some movement, and then in rhythm. And, we had a couple kids that had just made one, so they wanted to see if they were hot, and can't blame them for that. So, and like I said, good looks, and they were in and out. I mean, it ain't like they were shooting air balls, so we'll live with it. I mean, these kids work hard enough, play hard enough. They earn the right to be able to hoist a few up.
What a treat for the communities to be able to watch this kind of basketball and see some good kids go out and play the game. This was fun.
Super fun to watch. I mean, the atmosphere, our little cheering section over in the corner, the young guys, the C-teamers, they had the crowd going again, and they cheer for each other, and they really mean it. They pull for each other, and like I said, they're a joy to coach.
Really wish we were having this season not in a pandemic, Coach. I wish we could have this place. Could you imagine the people crawling out of the ceiling in this one?
Oh, it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, it's fun, but I think we could have some very raucous crowds, and the atmosphere would be even more electric than it is.
It's really nice to see the support you get. Like you said, the birthday boy played pretty well. I had to throw Cooper out there a few times, but it just was flying around. He had that big block shot over here. That was kind of exciting.
He does what he does. He's pure energy and hustle and the ultimate team player. So I don't know if you can compliment that kid enough, just with how hard he hustles and tries and plays. So yeah, good little birthday for him.
Peyton Keyser, double-double. Could have had a triple-double with steals the way he was playing out there, too. He might have.
You know, and I'm proud of him because he was struggling offensively early. He missed some easy ones he normally makes, and he hung in there, and he had a good stretch, you know, where he kind of calmed us there, where he scored some big baskets in that first half. So, and he's always around double-digit rebounds. He just, you know, that's what he does as well.
The boys get a day off, and then you're going to Cass Lake on Monday to play Cass Lake Bena in what should be another classic.
I would think so. Yep, two highly rated teams. We'll see if they live up to the hype. Really looking forward to that. Glad we got that on the schedule. Should be a barn burner.
Looking forward to that one. Sean will be there with the call, and I didn't let you down, so I feel good about that. I don't know. We'll see. The ratings were not through the roof, but you know how that goes.
You do just fine, Heavy Kevy, filling in for the mighty Sean Beard. So we're happy to have you both.
One of the duties I get. That's what I get to be doing. That's okay with me, Coach. That's okay with me.
You bet.
Thanks a lot. Have a good weekend. Good luck out there on the ice.
Thank you very much.
You got it. John Clark Jr., head coach of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, with a victory here today. 71-56 over Pelican Rapids. The Thunderbirds remain unbeaten at 12-0 on the season. As we continue more with our post-game report here on Gold 101.5, KRJM, and on yourliveevent.com. Thanks again to Kurt Fillion with Bighorn Financial bringing you some of our post-game reaction. We heard from Pinehurst and the stars of the game. So, Joe, I'll have you throw that up here on yourliveevent.com. The stars of the game presentation from Pinehurst Resort, located on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash, and with the Bonspiel. Having fun here today. We'll go to some of those stars here, and we're going to go with Loden Clark, Peyton Keyser, stars of the game here for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds in their victory over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. For the Vikings, I thought, as far as star power today, guys coming in and bringing the effort, bringing the energy early on with Jaden Rutherford and Liam Seitzman, too, both stars of the game. I thought they played really well, strong here today at times, and their efforts here today. Pelican Rapids falls. That final score 71-56 to the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. Here on Postgame Report, we'll keep it here and have some more of our postgame coaches' comments, as we've got John Gellingsrud, head coach of Pelican Rapids, joining us following the loss here today. And, Coach, in that first half, boys came out matched, had a good lead early on. As you kind of alluded to in our pregame conversation, too, the thing about valuing possessions and trying to limit those turnovers because of how quick the Thunderbirds could do their scoring and things of that nature. It's kind of how that end of that first half went. But for the guys, they kept their heads in it and brought a 30-point deficit back into a 14-point territory late. Overall, your thoughts on this one today?
Yeah, I mean, you summed it up pretty well. We had a good start doing things that we talked about before the game that we wanted to do. You know, you break the pressure, you got to be willing to attack and score, and we did that early. But when turnovers started happening, like the switch flips in a hurry, and they scored quickly and in bunches. So, you know, a 6-8 point lead, all of a sudden you're down 6-8, and you know, we just didn't play for 36 minutes the way you need to. They set a standard, and they play the exact same way and the exact same effort for the entire 36 minutes. And when you kind of ebb and flow, you might look good for a couple minutes, but then there's those few minutes that just kill you, and we found that out today. Well,
just knowing, because like you say, you've been around the game long enough to know how these type of things can go, and then when you see it, I'm sure for the guys, that 12-0 run that the Thunderbirds had, where it was it was 9-5, and all of a sudden 17-9. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. There it is. Coach was right. He was telling us here. Yeah. Yep. Challenge. It's a challenge when you're going up against something like that.
Yeah, there's no quitting them. They just keep scrambling around. They keep tracking. You know, we have a couple dunks early. That doesn't faze them. They just keep doing the same. You know, and what we're kind of messaging some of our players afterwards, you got to kind of sometimes learn lessons from teams you play, and just that standard of effort that they always play with. We got to find that gear where there's no like all of a sudden we're tired mentally or tired physically, because when that happened today, when it seemed like we got tired, the turnovers came in bunches. We had poor decisions, bad passes, weak passes, and you can't have little soft passes against that trapping, because they anticipate so well and then they get it and then they score.
Yeah, that's sometimes something hard to go up against, no doubt. I know for your guys, some battles here as of late. We talked about being in some overtime games, and now right back into it here with this Thunderbird team. Saturday, you're going to have Thief River Falls and DGF on the schedule here, and a host of games to wrap up this regular season. What do you need to see from these guys here for the Vikings to kind of, again, flip the script here and get back and get yourself in position going to tournaments?
Right. I mean, because time's almost up here. We got 2 weeks left of the regular season, so 2 weeks goes quick in the basketball season. We've got to find some consistency. Probably the most disappointing thing about this afternoon, we got a pretty veteran, senior-led team, and we think we'd be able to handle pressure, even intense pressure. We got guys that have played a lot of basketball, and for some reason we're not clicking on that end. So I hate to put the pressure on our older classmen, but that's how they play is kind of how we're going to go. So our older guys, our veteran group, have to lead by example. They got to do it every single game, and they got to start setting that standard of play here, because it doesn't get any easier. We've got more conference games, and our conference is a Bearcat this year, so we're going to have to be ready to play the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and no doubt you talk about the HOL. We talked off the air about that earlier. It is this year, the way that the senior-led groups are going, it is heavy, and you got to be ready every night.
Exactly. If you take a break or you don't play well for a 5-minute stretch like today, you don't win games. So, well, we're kind of finding that out, but we've learned enough here, and now it's time to get into some action.
Well, John, thanks for coming up. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. Good. Obviously, anytime you come back up to Norman, Mahnomen County, we roll out the red carpet for you, all that jazz. Have some fun. But and it's neat. We were just talking about the fun connections with Mahnomen and Waubun, and of course Norman County, East Area, Twin Valley, Gary, and all that. How that ties in when Pelican Rapids comes up. It's unique. There's some family gatherings happening, and seemingly it's a nice one to have on the schedule.
Yeah, it's always interesting to come up this way, because even some of the players I'm coaching against, I know dads and different guys from my era, so it's all kind of cycling around, so it's pretty neat to see.
It is. Well, good to see you. We'll see you again soon. Take care, and good luck, you and the Vikings, the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
You got it. John Gullinger, head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, joining us here as the Vikings fall. The final score, 71-56. Thunderbirds earn the victory, move to 12-0. Vikings drop to 6-6 with the loss. As our post-game show continues, we also did mention, we heard from Subway and Ada with our Super Sub of the Game presentation, and I thought from Subway Ada, always eat fresh, of course, and we're going to go with the sub here today, Tyson MacArthur. 7 points, 5 rebounds, and Tyson really was solid as a Super Sub of the Game from Subway and Ada, where you can always eat fresh. We have a little bit more here to go in our post-game report, as we will have, we mentioned our stars of the game. We have more to come. We'll take a break, come back with more on yourliveevent.com and on Gold 101.5 KRJM.
Heart of Lakes Meats is a proud supporter of the Heart of Lakes Conference. Thanks to all Heart of Lakes school districts, coaches, and student athletes for their hard work and adaptability through this winter season. The future looks brighter knowing we can face challenges together. The best way out is always through, and we believe we will come out of these challenges strong. Heart of Lakes Meats is a USDA-inspected meat processing plant located in Pelican Rapids. We support our local farmers and community any way we can. Good luck to all Heart of Lakes Conference teams from Heart of Lakes Meats in Pelican Rapids.
Whether it's plumbing or heating, call the professionals with Waubun's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611. Waubun's Plumbing and Heating works with Rheem water heaters, Tempstar furnaces, and they also work with geothermal, northern heat pumps, and they have Northstar water softeners that you can buy or rent. Whether it's plumbing or heating, contact the professionals to get the job done.
Proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. Please call 218-983-3611.
Welcome 2021. We are all happy you are here. Time for a fresh start. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. The start of each year brings excitement and opportunity for those of us in agriculture. At Irie Insurance, we feel the excitement as well, and we want to make sure 2021 gets off to a great start as you plan for the planting season. We would love to sit down with each of you for annual policy review and make sure your farm's equity is protected. To find an Irie Insurance agent near you, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
Reports, Gold 1015 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman, Joseph Stetz with you as Enbridge Energy, bringing you the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. As, of course, work has begun to replace that Line 3. Keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules established for Enbridge employees because we all want to be home and safe. Learn more, visit enbridge.com/line3.us. And Joe, when it comes to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, the word energy gets used so much with the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbird basketball team. And here again tonight, we saw it, or should say this afternoon, with Peyton Keyser. Just a ball of fire and a leader. And Coach Clark did a great job, I thought, in talking about Peyton. I've been watching Peyton play basketball for 5 years now and seeing him continue like this. And he was a known scorer, right? That's what his role was. He is so much more than that now. You said he's a 5-tool player. He brought the energy tonight.
Well, and it's not, like you said, not only on the offensive end, the defensive end is really what I feel made him the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. I mean, he's all over the place, blocking shots, closing out on people, taking the extra double team, all over the place. And then as long as that, we're getting 7 to 8 steals, I'd say. I mean, a triple-double in the making. And it was the effort that he put all forth. And also, that goes into it, is not just, he was, bumping up a little bit. He was fouling a little bit here. But he was bringing the energy because they weren't just like, they were not those like cheap fouls. No. They were like all right, come, if you want some, you got to come at me. Like, let's bring it. And he was just building up. And I mean, he took control throughout the whole game, and especially on the rebounding. I mean, that's the one thing that really is probably the most lacking part, but it really is not.
It is an interesting scenario as there is Peyton coming out here in the gymnasium. Enbridge Energy, Player of the Game, Peyton Keyser for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds as they earn the victory 71-56 over the Pelican Rapids Vikings here today on Gold 1015 KRJM and on YourLiveEvent.com. We will take a break and come back with our final numbers and stats and run things off here as we wrap things up on KRJM and on YourLiveEvent.com. Just a couple minutes ahead of 3 o'clock. This is KRJM, Mahnomen, Minnesota, and also broadcasting on YourLiveEvent.com.
Realty can be confusing. That's why it's important to choose a professional when you're buying or selling. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated offers full commercial real estate services, agricultural land sales, hunting land sales, all categories of commercial real estate sales, commercial space leasing, real estate consulting, and real estate investing. Contact Anthony today. 218-261-1137. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Lynn Fours Agency, Boston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, LynnForsAgency.com. The Lynn Fours Agency, your insurance source.
Bringing you back here on Gold 1015 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com for the postgame report as we are able to put a wrap here. I'm just going to look and see if I missed anything here today. I sure hope I didn't. No, I did not. Here today we got everything covered. Got everything ready to rock and roll, and we're ready for the Christian Motors and Christian Cars online post-game statistics. Christian Brothers Auto Group, ChristianCarsOnline.com. Locations in Findlay, Mayville, Cooperstown, Fertile, and Crookston, and Christian Motors of Fertile, ChristianCarsOnline.com. Get all the information right there for you, and you can shop from the comfort of your couch if you want to. It's a good place to look for cars right there on your couch, ChristianCarsOnline.com. The final statistics here today is the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds 71-56 winners over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. The unofficial stats we calculated throughout the ball game. For Pelican Rapids, as they dropped to 6-6, Braden Ecker had 8 points, 2 boards. Mikhail Korf, 2 points, 6 rebounds. 7 points, 4 boards for Tanner Tallerud. 7 points, 6 rebounds for Hunter Williams. 8 and 3 for Logan Fay. 12 points, 4 boards for Liam Seitzma. It was Jaden Rutherford, 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 points and a board for Peyton Blakeway. 2 of 8 from the free throw line for the Vikings in the ball game. 28 rebounds, 24 turnovers as they drop to 6-6 on the season. But the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds moving now to 12-0, led by the 19 points, 3 rebounds for Loden Clark. 1 rebound today for Sam Zima, 11.6 boards for Cooper Hodek. Dennis Ashley, 2 points and 4 rebounds. 7 and 5 for Tyson MacArthur. 10 points aboard for Tanner Pasternak. 8 and 5 for Rolando Ellis. And 12 points, 12 boards for Peyton Kieser. 8 of 13 from the line. Thunderbirds had 37 rebounds and 15 turnovers. Good to see you, Brad. Take care. Safe travels. 15 turnovers for the Thunderbirds here today in the ball game. Thunderbirds now 12-0, number 1 team in Class A boys basketball per the rankings. They are on the road to Castle Lake Bena Monday night. Sean Bierk will be there with the broadcast, and we'll have coverage on Gold 101.5 KRJM on Monday night. Should be a dandy. C-team game went to Pelican Rapids, 48-35. Joe, I believe little brother had a pretty good game there, huh? Go ahead. There's nothing wrong with it.
I ain't going to talk any much because I'm not building him up
Well, don't have to. That's fine. You can be a proud brother for a moment. If I had a little brother playing basketball, I'd talk about his stats. It's okay.
He had 13 points.
No big deal. And Mahnomen Waubun wins the junior varsity 61-38. As they win the varsity 71-56 over Pelican Rapids. That'll do it for our broadcast coverage here today on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com. I want to thank all of our sponsors for making the broadcast coverage possible. Whenever possible, please patronize the advertisers that you've been hearing or seeing. At the very least, tell them thank you. Joseph Stetz joining us here today again. A great job, Joe, with your efforts on the camera work, the color commentary, the double-checking and stats, and keeping me the fact-checking duties and the camera efforts on yourliveevent.com. And thanks to you, the listener, for tuning in and viewing wherever you are. We appreciate it. If you're a Thunderbird fan and want to catch some more action, check out the girls. They're playing Adaborp West right now in girls basketball. That on yourliveevent.com as well. Find the girls basketball stream here today for that coverage. And Bison football, that's continuing on 106.5 KRJB this afternoon. And we'll also have Golden Gopher men's basketball this evening at 6. They take on Nebraska. 5:30 pregame coverage on 106.5 FM KRJB here today. The final, 71-56, the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds stay unbeaten in boys basketball, topping Pelican Rapids here today on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.